was your name? Jay Cooper, and you're Birmingham, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, 1552. So this is basically what's going on. This is my neighbor. His name's Gary, and he's had this dog for over a year. And this dog is coming over here, and he's shitting 3-4 times a week in the yard. I come out sometimes and walk, and at night I can't see. So I sent him this letter here back in March, around March 7th, just letting him know like there's kind of a concern basically. And this is his dog stuff right here. And so he's also been coming over and peeing, and he's killed these trees right here when they were in pots. He's killed 5 of them right there. You can see them dead right there. That was March 7th. This is the one I just...
This neighbor right here, I'm guessing.
No, this one right here.
It's the one across the street?
Yep.
Okay.
And he's letting his dog out across the alley here. And this is the one I wrote to him of recent in August 23rd. And I even cited the ordinance for him, which is Title 6, Chapter 1, Article B. This is excretion of dogs, public nuisance, or excretion, I should say, of dogs. And then this is his original reply. And I don't know what this is about, but I'd like to know, I guess, what that's about. And it says, do what you're gonna do, call the police, we know who you are, what you do. I don't know what that's about, so I'd like to know what that's about, if you know anything about that.
No, I don't really get calls over here too often.
Okay. And then, so, long story short, I made sure to let him know the purpose of my intent was to let him know that there's destruction of the property. And he's continued to let this go since March 7th. He's acknowledged that and actually wrote me back. And then on August 23rd, he's acknowledged this, and he's wrote me back in this fashion, letting me know that on occasion, like maybe once or twice a month, one of my little puppies might get out and like run real quick, but I pick up after him. But the problem with this is 3 to 4 times a week. He's coming over 3-4. I've picked some up today, matter of fact. And so he's elicited here with intent that he really doesn't care, and he prefer I call you because you know who I am, apparently, and what I do. And that's your original copy for records.
Okay.
And my information. And at this point, he's acknowledged what he was doing months, and he continues to do it. So, I mean, I think this is harassment. It's borderline 2nd-degree stalking. I don't know what the deal is. I'm not walking over there. I have issues before with cinematics and theater, with parking with him and stuff like that. And that's that. So I'd like the cessation of this to stop, because it's has over $100 of property damage that I've got to replace. I've notified him of that. I even told him I don't want to, in that note, I don't want to really go to small claims court over something like this. And the other thing is it's on video. I've got 8 cameras, so you're on camera everywhere. We're all on camera everywhere. I've got him, as of recent this past week, on video in the house of him defecating right here, matter of fact. So I've got plenty of pictures, and I've got plenty of video.
The issue kind of comes, because this isn't like the first time I've come to a call kind of like this. The issue comes with like the owner doesn't train them to do this, so they can't be held liable, is basically what lawyers are going to say, what the magistrate's going to say.
What do you mean trained? He's
So
over
the
it.
only way they can really be held liable is if they're training their dogs to come over here and do something. If a dog just comes over here and, does the taste of crap, whatever, they can't be held liable, is what a magistrate and a lawyer would say. I would go.
Why is there a law? Why is there a law then? It says on any private property. It doesn't say training in the law.
Right, so there's a difference between Title 13 and Title 6.
No, it's right here.
Okay, that was a Title 6A law.
Yeah.
That's different than a Title 13.
Why would it be Title 13 instead of 6 in this circumstance?
Right, so a Title 13 is what we use, like the state law is what we use.
Really? So it's like state trooper?
I mean, it's the same laws as state troopers. It's just a different jurisdiction is what state troopers do.
Oh, okay. So you're going to use...
I would encourage you to go to small claims court.
Oh, okay.
That would be beneficial. Because as far as, like, I'm happy to do a report for you. I think if I do a report for you, I can give you a case card.
What about harassment, since he already knows, since I've already... I mean, it's not like it's not unknown. The problem's not unknown. I see where you're going with that, but I mean, the law wouldn't be implied in that case because this isn't something that he doesn't know about. You're saying that if he didn't know about it, but in this case, he's been acknowledging it. That's a problem. And not only has he acknowledged it, and not only have I showed him this, but he's also refused to take care of his dog on private property, on someone else's private or public property.
Right. So in order for it to be
I see what you're saying.
the law, he would, for me to put a charge on it is what I'm trying to say, which is like I only do criminal law.
It's a $50 charge.
Right. So I only do criminal law. I can't do anything civil. So in order for me to put a charge on it, harassment in this case would him being meaningfully conducting any kind of mannerisms that would impede you. Him recklessly doing something wouldn't be the same as him coming over here and putting his dogs in your yard.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where we're at with that.
Well, he is, because I've told him that it's happening. So that means he's allowing it.
Right, allowing it to happen isn't the same as making it happen.
That's strange.
And I'm not going to disagree with you that it is very annoying.
Yeah.
But as an officer, I am limited in what I can do.
Well, who enforces the ordinances in Birmingham?
I mean, I can write a report for you, and you can go to small claims court, and you can take it up there.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Because I gotta grow.
I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah, I gotta grow, because I don't understand. You know, if I have all the video and the pictures, I don't understand why it wouldn't be enforced. You know, it's right here in the law. And what's crazy about this too is, I know you guys have Thurman, especially, has a big campaign about how you guys want your citizens to grow in the force. You guys want your citizens to come forward and be good citizens and stewards of the community. And I find that every time I'm making and doing that, as your campaign is warranting, you know, for us, kind of pushing us, giving us that incentive to be independent and come forward, I find there's a lot of pushback every single time I talk to you guys. And you know as well as I do, you know how many times you guys reported here, because you see it on the call log on your CAD. So you know how many times you've been here. And I just find
I've personally never come. That's all.
But if you did research, it's just strange to me that out of all the times, you know, I'd have all this pushback, but you guys at the same token on the other side have highlighted, even on social media and whatnot, that you guys are pushing for citizens to come forward and do our own policing. But every time I do it, there seems to be some type of kickback and some type of loophole that we have to jump. But that's just a side conversation.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll take the report and then we'll go forward.
Okay, I just need an ID from him.
All right. And so every time he does this, I'm supposed to just pick it up?
Essentially.
Okay. And then who's your magistrate that you're gonna that overrides your jurisdiction? I talked to Hunter, and she said talk to the sergeant. So do I go talk to the sergeant? Because I just don't feel like picking up. Right.
So a magistrate is who we would go and swear a warrant to. So I can do that, and you can do that.
Right.
A magistrate just determines if a charge fits the law.
Okay.
So a magistrate has nothing to do with law enforcement.
Right. I just want to know who your magistrate was, though. Who is, because, for example, if I had to do a private citizen's arrest, right, it says take before a magistrate or a judge, and then also to you. And so if
I don't have a magistrate, the city has magistrate.
The city does. Okay.
Absolutely. And
so
it's downtown. It's at 17th Street.
What's your jurisdiction?
Just the city of Birmingham. North Precinct is what I'm out of. So we start at Morris Avenue, which is downtown. Okay. And we include Hooper City. And we go up as far as the border with Fulton.
Okay. All right. So I can just go to, where do I need to go then? Can I talk to your sergeant before I do that?
Yeah, you can talk to the sergeant.
Just in case? Yeah, let me try that first before I do that.
I can come out here if you want.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, yeah, so I'm going to need your ID.
ID. no clue what he's talking about. $18.37. Is there a, when you said Title 13, I'm seeing that has a criminal code for animal cruelty.
Okay.
That doesn't have anything to do with public excretion and rules and laws on that. Is there like a 13, it's 13A by the way. Is there something like 13, that's what the state law says. That's for cruelty, injuring, mangling, killing, mistreating. That's what 13A is, state law. So
Yep, I'm aware.
I'm not sure how that applies to this. That's not what I reported, but I got you. So it's not the equal protection of the law. And this is what I mean by not the equal protection of the law.
Good evening, sir. How can I help you?
Hi. Your officer was referencing section or title 13, but that's cruelty to animals. He also mentioned something about training and stuff like that. Situation is basically I've known Gary since about 2023. I noticed he had got a puppy about a year and a half ago, basically, and he's been growing just fine, handsome dog. And then he comes over and he poops in my yard, but he's been doing it 3-4 times a week, and back in the whole time since he's owned it. And in March 7th, I gave him a little letter, and your officer has a copy of it. and he acknowledged that. And then I asked him if he could, just manage his dog, and I said I'd manage my dog and everything, and he acknowledged. And then on August 23rd this year, I pushed him another letter with citing the Birmingham Ordinance here, Title 6, Chapter 1, 6-1-15, execution of dogs. And it says it shall be unlawful for the owner or person having charge or control of any dog, in which he does have charge and control, and he has done so for the past year, to allow such a dog to defecate upon private property of others, or on any public street, public right-of-way, sidewalk, pathway, park, pedestrian way, or public facility, or any school ground. Okay, and your officer cited 13 for some reason, which is cruelty to animals. A person commits a crime of cruelty to, which is not what I reported, and that's on record. I reported this, the ordinance, as well as harassment, and if it doesn't stop, second-degree stalking, because he's acknowledged it and wrote some type of dialogue regarding your relationship to me, that I could call the police because you guys know what I do. That's on his paper that I get. I get a copy of it, right? Where is it? Can you show it? Can you fabricate that for us?
Can I fabricate it for you?
Yeah, did you leave it? Or you may go get another copy for you?
Want me to show it to you? I have it in the car.
All right, yeah, let's pull that out. I don't know what that's about, but apparently he told me that I should call the cops because you guys know what I do.
Well, what do you do if you don't mind me asking?
I don't know. That's why I called you. What do I do?
What's the stuff in your vehicle?
What's that now?
What's the stuff on your vehicle?
No, I put this on his front porch, and then he put that note on my front porch.
Okay.
This is the second time though I've asked him, and I wrote him a little letter here. Basically, the situation is the dog continues to defecate 3-4 times a week, but he's also peeing in my thuja greens, and he killed 5 of them. It's like $100. They're shrubs I'm trying to grow, and so I got 5 of them in the back that are dead. And then he's acknowledged this, and then he just says that I should call the police because you guys know what I do, and he just lets the dog continue to do this 3-4 times a week. And it's not like hearsay because I've got a bunch of pictures and I got cameras all over this place. So I've got him literally defecating 1 day ago, 48 hours ago, and like 72 hours ago, and 3-4 times a week, killing, putting spots in the yard from his poop, peeing on my carpet on the porch, all that stuff. And so he feels that because you guys know me and what I do, which I don't know, you guys haven't ever contacted me, but I have a list of concerns in the past civilly, but regarding this concern that has nothing to do with it, and your deputy here, Cooper, says 13 has something to do with it, which that's not what I reported on record. I reported this. This is the ordinance.
What I said was we would put a charge, if we were to put a charge on it, would be via Title 13, which is the state law, and I was saying that there was no Title 13 charge that I could put on there.
Yeah.
And that was where I was citing the...
I don't know anything about Title 13, so I don't even know why it was brought up.
Informing you.
I just was concerned about borderline, basically harassment, because I've asked him to stop way back in March. He continues to do it. I asked him August 23rd, as on record, he continues to do it. And now we're here picking up his poop. And I come outside occasionally, walk the dogs, I'm stepping in his poop.
Okay.
I mean,
I would recommend documenting any kind of communication you have with them.
It is, right there.
Obviously, just continue to do so.
Yeah.
So if there is a case for harassment, you can get a case for it, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any video footage of this dog?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay.
I do. I have a lot of pictures. Yeah, this ain't hearsay. This is like...
No, I believe you, but I was just saying it's for court purposes.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to provide proof, are you able to?
Right.
Okay. All right.
Which I don't think, I mean, based off of his narrative there, I don't think there's a lot to like work off anymore other than the pictures. I mean, you see what he wrote. You see the letters that I gave him. So I'll be calling next week to see what this comes about. But I'd like a report to let it be known that I'm trying to take this seriously. And I talked to Cooper that it's strange that you guys have the campaign, Thurman trying to push the campaign that Birmingham citizens should be good stewards of the community, and then whenever we're making reports like this, it's handled really light, and then it continues. The problem with this is this has not been going on for months. This has been going on for over a year. This isn't just a weekly occurrence. This is a whole year. I'm coming out and cleaning over after this dog. He's peeing on stuff. He's destroyed things. So we have vandalism now at this point. And so that's the problem. It's not like this happened in a week. It's not happened over a month. This has been going on for over a year. And I've already vocalized and he has already acknowledged, and he's basically disrespecting me by writing me back that he doesn't care. And that's right there on evidence for you. With pictures, if you'd like, I can go get that.
Okay, no, you got to just make sure
in
you
video.
Do you have previous reports written with the same situation?
Yeah, there's 2 letters. One was back in March.
No, he's talking about, did you have any police reports then?
No, well, yeah, back here. And like I said, this is a strange occurrence too, because your officer, when I moved here, he addressed the problem with the neighbor back there. And that's on my record. On your CAD, there should be record of the officer coming on 2 occasions, I believe, and addressing it with them. But for some reason, this gentleman, you guys are not addressing any of that, and you're just taking it at face value, saying that I should prepare for court, which is strange to me. It's like different process procedure, and I actually have more evidence here.
What was the issue with the neighbor behind you?
Same thing, excretions, throwing trash and letting the dog roam around constantly, dig holes in the back. He was coming right over. Same thing. It's the same thing. Public nuisance, excretion of dogs.
Okay.
Same thing. Except this time I actually have more. It's strange because I have more dialogue and evidence on this one than I did this one. And for some reason, I'm getting 13A for some reason. But I'm just not really looking at that. I'm just kind of looking at basic Title 6, Chapter 1, 6-115, excretion of dogs. It says he does have control of it. And I've been dealing with this for over a year. So it says defecating upon private property of others. So that's my private property.
Okay. We will document it. We'll try to make contact. Do you already have this information?
I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you give him a case card yet?
No, I just made it up.
You got it.
And if you could, please, because there's been some type of disconnect for some reason. I've had significant spoliation of evidence in my concerns for the past over decade or so.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, my reports are not being made to go into the records department. So when all this is settled and the dust hits
They're not going
floor,
to the records department.
for some reason, I called and there was only 2 records for some reason in the records department in the city, but I know I have more than that. So I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but there's been spoliation of evidence through my electronic systems, any device with a Wi-Fi. And so I'd like to make sure that when I call back, perhaps in a couple weeks, that it's verified that I have this on official record.
So on the back of the card, there'll be an address, 1710 First Avenue North.
Yeah. That's the North Precinct? Is that the precinct?
No, that's the police administration headquarters.
Oh, okay.
That's where you get the copy of the report from.
Yeah.
If you have any issues, contact North Precinct. You can speak to myself or Sergeant Smith.
Okay. And Cooper's the one that filled this out. So what's the game plan for the next, 7 days? What do I need to do?
On your end?
Yeah, because I'm just tired of picking it up and everything, removing it.
Just if you have any more issues, let us know.
Uh-huh.
If he comes back over, keep all your documentation.
Uh-huh.
Keep any videos you have. Keep any images you have.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, when do you want me to? You want me to keep them, or do you want me to send them?
Just keep them for
Keep
now.
them for right now.
Okay. Well, then I'll keep the letters then. I don't want to, because I like a chain of custody.
That is
because I've
fine.
noticed that the entropy of my evidence.
He wants to keep his.
Okay. Yeah.
There's a lot of entropy of evidence for some reason. So if that's what you want me to do, and then you want me to fabricate that just on the next call, the pictures and the SD card, because I've given SD cards before with pictures and video, and it just disappears. I've given you guys that on certain calls in the past, and
Okay.
the whole SD card just disappears for some reason.
My advice: if you do give us anything in the future, keep the original copy.
Okay.
Give us a copy of it.
Uh-huh.
That way you always have it.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
All right. I'm sure I'll call in next week, and then I'll just make sure to address it, and I'll have an SD card. Is that what you want, or you want me to go to CVS and get you nice little printed pictures of his poop?
Honestly, you could even email it if you need.
Email it? Okay. All right. Is there any way to make correspondence like that officially, so I don't have to keep calling you out here? I appreciate that. Is there any way to just call
It's better to have somebody come out.
and email? Okay, come out.
Better to have somebody come out.
Is that how it works too? Is if you don't come out, then you don't get a report? Is that how it
No.
works?
So they will do some reports over the phone, but it's always better to have somebody lay eyes on
I'm
it.
glad you told me that, because I've made calls before, and then they say, well, if we didn't come out, then we don't get a report. So I've been told that before.
When were you told that?
I've been told that in Homewood.
What?
Oh, we can't speak for Homewood.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
They have a different protocol than we do.
Okay.
With us, we have that option. All right?
All right.
If you have any questions, let us know.
All right. It was Johnson, Cooper, and
Smith.
And you're the Sergeant Smith?
And he and our sergeant.
Sergeants? All right.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
All right.
Get down, please. Thank you. Fucking up my door.
Cooper?
What's up, man?
Hey, listen. You know, the court's for you, the court's for me. And here's how we're going to work this. You got 7 days to figure something out with his dog. I've got video right here. You guys just left. Here's me trying to let my dog out in my own yard. I got 2 dogs. I'm raising 2 puppies right now, okay? His dog is right here on the sidewalk. And they're beating up my front door, scratching it all up, okay? Trying to get to his dog, okay? And he's out here at 8:24, literally 15 to 20 minutes after you guys left, maybe 30 minutes after you guys left. I open my front door and my dogs are right here. I got cameras all over the property. So how is this right? I don't understand. This has nothing to do with Title 13. This has everything to do with a dog loose, and I've got damaged property already. I've got now dogs tearing up my front door, and I can't even let my dogs out on a leash on my own property. This has been going on for over a year.
Okay. Have you thought about a fence?
What does that have to do with an ordinance? He's in control of the dog. It's his dog. He's not to be excreting on my property. I have puppies who are aggressive towards him. They don't want him on the property. So if one of them had gotten loose, then we have vet bills or something going on, probably someone getting in a fight, and then we have issues. So I guess the question comes down to how many times are we going to have to get this on video, this dog of his, literally minutes after you guys left, in the yard. This is it right here.
So, I mean, nothing's changed since the last time we came out as far as facts go. This all just is adding up to your case for civil court, because this is a civil matter.
Okay, so it's not public ordinance. It's not 6-1-15, excretion of dogs.
Right.
It's not that?
If you go to civil court and they award that to you, then that is something worth pursuing.
Okay.
But that's something I cannot pursue.
Okay. So you're saying there's nothing criminal going on here. It's perfectly fine to let his dog run loose.
There's a difference between perfectly fine and criminal.
Right.
So right here, we're in that gray area.
Well, how long do we have to let this happen? Because the thing is I've got 2 puppies too. That's the thing. And it's just like now they're scratching up my door.
Right.
Okay. and I can't let my dog out the front yard here.
Okay, so
And then he's
criminally,
gonna insult me with I don't care. That's
Okay.
what his insult is on paper.
criminally, there's nothing I can do unless we can prove that he trained them to do this.
Trained him?
Criminally, there is nothing I can do unless that happens. I
train a
would
dog?
strongly encourage you
What?
to
Hold on.
take
What
this to
rule
county
was it?
court.
What law is that? You trained them. You trained him to go and shit on someone else's property. That's what I have to. That's the
That's
cause
how
of the
we
cause
would
of
be able
action.
to find him liable for anything his dog does.
It doesn't say that in the law. It doesn't say anything about
Okay.
that.
I mean, you're free to disagree,
Okay.
but I'm just telling you what I can do and what I cannot do. We just came out here about an hour ago. We kind of explained. Nothing's changed since then.
Okay.
So we're still exactly where we were.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's right, but I'm going to say there's nothing I can
Why
do
is it
criminally.
why is it you're not doing anything, but the officers a year ago did a lot of things?
Because I'm not them. I don't know what that incident was. I don't know the outcome of that incident. All I can tell you is what's happening now and what I can do now.
Okay, so even though you have evidence right here, you're not going to do anything. I have evidence right here on my cell phone.
It's not that I'm not going to do anything. It's
Okay.
that I can't do anything.
You cannot do anything.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
So the officer tracks it on the sidewalk. So this is Officer Cooper's steps. He tracks the shit down my sidewalk as he approached the house. This is Officer Cooper's footprints coming down my sidewalk with the dog shit. Okay? Now,